So when I say big news, I'm definitely not exaggerating with that. Honestly, things have been insane in the past 24 hours, and I kind of want to go over everything that's happened, including the leaks, but the way I'm going to kind of phrase, or the way that I'm going to make this video is the first part is going to be covering all the news and information, so if you guys want to know about any of that, stay tuned for that, and then I'm going to give you a warning for spoilers, where we're going to discuss exactly what we saw in the spoilers, and that way if you don't want to hear any of that you can just leave. But there is a lot to talk about regardless, just about what's going on at Rockstar, and it's pretty insane. I mean, this whole situation is completely out of hand, and honestly I would have never expected any of this if you had asked me, a couple of months ago, if you thought that something like this could happen. I mean, this is honestly the biggest shit show I have ever seen when it comes to a video game launch. I mean, arguably, I think GTA 6 is the most leaked video game in history, and I just cannot believe that that is really the truth. So, first, let's talk about what's going on at Rockstar. Obviously, they're extremely aware and they're doing everything they possibly can to find the hacker. They're trying to, go after them and try to find them in Discord servers, and there were even YouTubers that were mentioned in this, like Dark Viper, which I don't even understand why he's mentioned in this. I don't think he has anything to do with it, but I guess you never know. But overall, it's just they've been going crazy. At Rockstar, all the developers, all the people apparently are having a really hard time. They're super frustrated. A lot of panic is going on. So a lot of the upper management in Rockstar has been trying to kind of do a damage control, but inside the studio. Obviously, they're not telling us anything. There's no official statement from Rockstar. As of right now, we do know that they're legally trying to stop all of this from happening, so there's that. But as far as internally, they're really trying to tell their developers that it's okay and that things are going to get better, and just to like focus and get back to work, kind of, which is pretty much what you'd expect. But a lot of them are very deeply unhappy, and a lot of them are troubled, which is exactly what you would expect, because these leaks, they really do hurt the developers the most instead of everybody else, because these are the people that have worked on the game for thousands of hours. I mean, they've put in so many years trying to make this game, and now it's all just kind of being spoiled and just being released in an unfinished state. So overall, the situation is very bleak for people over at Rockstar, and we don't know when they're going to find any of these leakers. We really don't, because they're, the first leaks back in 2022, if you guys obviously remember that, they found that leaker within, I think, 24 hours or something like that. It was very fast, but then again, it was just some random kid with like some Amazon Fire Stick or whatever, something like that. I don't even remember exactly, but he was able to hack and find the GTA 6 stuff in a very kind of like primitive way. He was just some kid with autism, so they got him pretty fast. But when it comes to these new leaks, it almost looks like this is a group, or this is some kind of like anonymous wannabe group where they are just like these hackers, and they really do know what they're doing. So, and also the reason why nobody can find them is because they're deep in that blockchain. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not an expert with all of that type of stuff, but all I'm going to say is that they're using that blockchain technology to essentially encrypt everything that they do. And it is what it is. I mean, these guys are the real deal. I mean, it's been a week now with these leaks and still nothing. And they're even threatening that they're going to release more leaks even if they get caught. So the leaks are basically on some automatic release schedule, which means that even if they do get caught, like I said, I mean, we're still going to be getting these leaks, which honestly is super alarming. But what are you going to do? I mean, we're going to get the reveal in less than a week now. So I don't know. I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of this, and if you care about the leaks or if you don't care, and how do you feel about them, because this has been going on for way longer than I expected. Way longer. I mean, I thought this would stop after the first or second leaks, but here we are. I mean, we have almost, what is it, like 8 to 10 minutes of footage now of the game, which is ridiculous. I mean, now we're going to be questioning if the extended look is going to actually show us more or less than what we've already seen, which is insane, and I'm personally not a fan of that whatsoever. Now, this is going to be the warning for the leaks territory, so if you guys are watching and you don't want to hear anything about the leaks, this is your time to go. I appreciate you getting this far. Please leave a like on the video and let me know in the comments how you're feeling. But now I do want to talk and touch upon the actual leaks and what we saw, because like I said, I will be covering the leaks, or I guess just giving my opinions on them, my thoughts. I'm not really covering them that much. There's other channels that definitely do a better job at that, but I do want to just give my thoughts and things I thought were really cool. So the first thing that we saw right off the bat was actual functioning gas stations, which is pretty amazing, and it's something that I've already theorized, so this is something that's confirmed to be true. Yet another thing that I predicted that turned out to be true. But yes, gas stations are now fully usable, where you can just stop, and it almost looks like you're able to repair your car as well. You have two options, whether you refuel your vehicle or repair your vehicle. So I wonder if they're straying, or maybe they could change this by the time the game comes out, but it looks like we don't have to go to an actual repair shop to fix our cars. We can just do it at gas stations, which I don't even know if I like, only because I feel like that's not really immersive. Like, you can't really repair your car at a gas station in real life, so why are you able to do that in GTA 6? I don't know. Maybe that's going to change. Obviously, you can fuel up your car and stuff like that as well. We saw in the leaks, basically the guy, he was essentially doing what you do in GTA Online, where he goes from gas station to gas station or grocery to grocery and like robbing each store, because that's what he was doing. He was just coming in, robbing each store and stuff like that. Nothing really crazy in that regard. The game definitely does look unfinished, and that section didn't look so great, but you know, the whole gas station utility thing is really cool. I'm excited for that, honestly. I've always wanted fuel. People always ask me, like, do I want to see fuel in GTA? Honestly, yeah, I think that it would be a really cool addition. But what really, really surprised me and what actually impressed me with these leaks, especially the one I'm talking about now, because there are two leaks we're going to cover. So this leak is about the gas station car leak. And what happened was he was driving and he actually hit a car, and it did that slow motion cinematic camera thing that you have in Red Dead where you kill people. We also saw it in GTA 6's earlier leaks where you have that for like punching or fighting. But now it looks like you're getting a cinematic camera for crashes. So if you crash your car in a really wild way, or you hit another car or something like that, it actually goes into slow motion and kind of shows the destruction and stuff like that that happens from the crash, which honestly, I think that was pretty amazing. I think that's a really good addition. And I'm excited to see more of those kind of cinematic kill cam, whatever the hell you want to call it. Because it used to be a kill cam, but I guess now it's just being used essentially for almost everything. You know, we see it for fights, and we also see it for car crashes. Really excited for that. Now, heading over to the second leak, which is the one everybody has been talking about. We actually got a leak about the strip clubs, because he basically just went into the strip club and kind of showed off how they look like. Now, inside the club, it did look a little bit like it was not a big strip club. It was a very local, small strip club, but I mean, still, we were able to see a lot. We did see a little bit of the jiggle physics, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it did look pretty good. The models, the overall character models, because he did kind of zoom in on some of the character models, they actually did look amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like the NPCs and stuff like that, there's so much detail, and I absolutely loved it. And I thought that the strippers and everything like that, they were definitely looking, very good. Let's just say the game itself looked very good. The NPCs looked very good. As far as there was also a cutscene at the end of this thing, which is unfortunate. But when people say cutscene, it's not really a cutscene the way that you would think. It's not a cutscene that you actually like. It's not a full cutscene. It's more of like an interaction kind of event where it's like just dialogue between Jason and some of the NPCs, which was kind of cool. We also saw Jason with a new haircut. He actually had a really similar haircut to mine, which is pretty cool, and he had a goatee, so he kind of resembled me a little bit. But anyways, it was kind of cool to see that. We heard more of Jason talking. But overall, I wouldn't say anything really groundbreaking. There's definitely no story spoilers or anything like that. But it was still interesting to see, and I did enjoy just seeing a little bit of those new features, because we did get information on some new features, like with the gas stations or the car. And overall, I mean, I like seeing more of the game, but I'm pretty burnt out. So for me, I feel very neutral about all these leaks. I feel very like they don't do much for me. It's just more of curiosity at this point. Like, it doesn't get me hype or anything, because I know that the final game is going to be very different from these leaks. So I'm just waiting for the extended look to get a real idea of the game. But these leaks are just kind of just satiating my curiosity at this point. But they don't really do much for me in terms of hyper excitement. But I'm curious if you guys feel different, because I know a lot of people in my streams and stuff, you guys have told me that the leaks have made you super hyped. So let me know in the comments as well if the leaks if you're somebody that, because this part of the video is for people that enjoyed the leaks or watched the leaks at the very least. So I want to know, if since you watched them, what do you think about them, and how do you feel about them? Is there something you saw that you really enjoyed? But yeah, anyways, I do live stream every single day, so keep your notifications on, stick around. You can come hang out with me, talk to me about GTA 6. And I also have a Discord in the description down below if you guys want to have a community to join and talk about GTA 6 and all that kind of stuff. I also do have a workout program if you guys want to get healthier. It's super cheap just to get you started. Not sure if that would be interesting to you, but it's there as well. And with that being said, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in Vice City.